Warning: the following podcast contains violent scenes that may be unsettling to some listeners. Listener discretion is advised. Hello, and welcome back to Vampire the Masquerade, Twin Cities by Night. Homecoming is our second story arc that takes place in the spring of 2010 and in Twin Cities, Minnesota. Follow the story of Ophelia, a Toreador played by Alex, Jonathan, a Ventrue played by David, Katao, a Gangrel played by Joaquin, and William, a Ventrue played by Slavic, as they once again find themselves working together to find out who or what is targeting them and those close to them. If you'd like to contact us, you can reach out to us on Twitter at twin_cities_VTM or on Facebook at Twin Cities by Night. We hope you enjoy.
Cut to you, William. Your phone rings while Jonathan's in there. You kind of hear the noise going on.
I'll just stare at the phone for a while, and then I'll pick it up.
It says unregistered number.
Yeah, okay. I guess is Jonathan there?
He's in the bathroom right now.
What can I do for you? With the hacksaw in my hand.
Pick it up and put it on loudspeakers.
You hear a voice that sounds like it's going through a voice distorter, and it's like, I hope you've learned your lesson. Mind your business. Stay where you need to be.
Okay, so I'm going to put the phone... Oh, okay. Son of a bitch. Oh, man.
I'm assuming that was for you?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm going to go finish back here.
You do that.
All right.
What's going on in your head, William?
Yeah, I was just thinking. Is it Roman?
Do you think Roman would be so... If it was Roman, he'd
so clean?
have like serious balls. He wouldn't like hide his voice, you know. He would be.
I want to retract on that. I'm not saying who did it, or I'm not saying who didn't do it, or anything like that. But there is a pattern. There was it broadcasted that who took your dot and finances. How did you have to find that out?
Yeah.
It wasn't like, hey, we did this, motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you know. I'll let you think about that. I'll let you dwell on that a little bit.
Yeah, there's basically only two people that I think could have done it. It's either Roman or the lady in red for whatever reason.
You're done, Jonathan. At that point, it takes you about 3 hours. You come out and you see William still just kind of sitting there, lost in thought. Would I be correct in that assumption, William?
Yep.
Yeah, he's sitting there like he's just, you could definitely tell something's going behind there. And in all seriousness, and you in a way can kind of be respectful of that, because even though you know the whole facade of like overdoing the eating and drinking to hide what's going on with you, you know that he's struggling too. You could see in a way that he's struggling mentally, trying to figure something out, like you've been the last 6 months. You know.
Do you want to say something?
Had to be a Roman.
I was referring for what's her name. I mean, words.
I'll get her revenge.
We could go put her in front of Roman's yard. We could toss him over to his yard.
I think she deserves that.
All right.
You're kind of off-put too a little bit, Jonathan, because you've never seen him be like, you haven't seen this side of him, I guess, in a way. Especially you're kind of surprised that he's whatever, like this over immortal. You know what I mean?
All right, revenge it is then. I don't like Roman anyway. He's kind of a twat.
Got that right. Well, let's go.
So you guys head out of the apartment. I take it. I'm
gonna make sure I cleaned up like sheets and everything we're going to.
Okay.
Hit the place.
We'll say by that time.
Turn the lights off. TV's going off.
You guys go through getting rid of the body. We're not going to role play through that. You guys go back to your respective havens. Blow blood pool point, everyone. Wake up. William, what were you going to do?
Call a meeting of our local friendly vampires club.
You get a group call. Kind of reminds you guys of 8 months ago. You're starting to feel that tug again.
6 months
almost
ago.
Like you guys are. Yeah, 6 months ago. Sorry. You're starting to feel that tug again. Like, sure, starting to, you know what I mean, interact with these folks again quite a bit. But all right, so all your guys' phones are ringing.
I'm picking through my wardrobe with my phone on my shoulder.
John's sitting in his living room in front of a TV dinner and like an uneaten meal, staring at his wall.
Do you want to explain why you're staring at the TV dinner and everything?
I don't know. He's at this point, things just don't taste as good as they used to.
It's
You know.
basically even more of a facade now. He's like, it's like not working anymore. He's like just got a cold TV dinner there and he's staring at this wall. The jokes aren't as funny. They're trying to be making coffee. You know what I mean? Shit like that. The drinking thing is just not hiding the fact that he's got this gaping hole in him now, you know? So,
Yeah.
you
And
know,
I mean, he still doesn't feel like they got any answers from the close of the murders because there's still something else out there. There was still a driving force that was behind even the mother and the sister that got them involved. Now the blood was all David brought them into that, but the woman in red is still somebody else that introduced them to the Lilith cult, at least as far as he's concerned. And even though all those people are dead, she's not, and she's still out there, which means it's not over yet.
are you going to tell that to the group or is that just something you keep to yourself?
No, that's something he's just keeping to himself, because as far as everyone else seems to be concerned, it's all over and done with, but it's not done for him.
Yeah.
Like, it was up from laying on his couch with the dog just like at his feet. It was like, okay, what is it now?
Let's meet up in, I don't know, in an hour or so. Or at Juno.
Where at?
And then I hang out.
I was going to say I want to call Kaitara after thing hangs up.
Okay.
Katal, your phone's ringing.
Answer it. Yep.
Hey, it's me again. I guess we're meeting up at my place, but did you still want to go to Elysium later?
Yeah, let's see what the others want first.
Yeah. Cool, I'll see you soon then, I guess.
Cool. Does anyone have anything they need to do in that hour before you guys head over to Juno's?
I'm going to go into my closet and pull out all the stained white shirts and throw them on the ground and find the suit that he wears when he pretends to be his FBI persona.
I'll probably check my phone and see if during my 6 months of my contacts and see a secret scoop. I just see anything important popped up over the morning or whatever.
Nothing too important as of now. So you guys all show up to Juno's. You see Juno, you see what's her name. She's working the books, doing her thing. Yeah, it's around 8 though, but there's still a dinner crowd, but you can still have that area where you guys have met in and sat in, even when it's been opened, Yeah, what's up, boss lady?
Hey, how's the night going? Everything
Pretty
alright?
good. Yeah, it's pretty good for a Sunday, but yeah.
And how about you? How about the kids?
Joseph, he's doing good, and I'm still trying to get Isabel back, but we'll see how that goes, and I got a court date next week and everything, so.
If you need a character witness, I'm here. What time's the court date?
It's like at 10.
I can write you a character reference if you want.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that. If you could actually do that, that would help out.
I'm busy during that day, though. I won't be able to come in, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I understand. I know you have whatever's going on in your life. And you can say she's kind of looking at you, but you get this, you're pretty empathetic, right? You can kind of sense that she thinks something's off with you, but she's not it doesn't affect her personal opinion,
Yeah. I'll also ask you, are you still in that apartment? Have you found somewhere better to live?
No, not yet. I'm trying to, but I just haven't saved up enough yet,
Oh, look, if you need help with the deposit or something, just give me a yell. I'm happy to help out.
Well, I appreciate everything you've done for me, and I would, I'm happy. This is kind of something I would like to do on my own, just to see, I can do it, and I appreciate it, and everything you've done for me, but I just feel like I don't want to take too much,
It's fine. It's not like I can't afford it. I'd rather, if I'm not going to spend it on this, I'm going to spend it on something else, I don't want to sound like a pretentious, but I'd probably spend it on a piece of art or something. I can go without.
Yeah, I totally understand. I totally do. But you see, she looks behind, and she's like, looks like one of your friends from last night is here, and she motions. You see Chase walking in.
Say, okay, yeah. I would do my best not to talk to this guy too much, and I'll walk off and say hi to Jonathan.
She's like, yeah, he's kind of gives me weird vibes, You're gonna take them all into the private dining area or whatever, the get together area. All right. So you guys all head back there. Scene's on you guys. Go ahead, William.
Okay, so I'll walk in and call everyone together. Shit's bad, real bad. Someone killed a person from my herd, one of my vessels.
Well, what happened?
They slit her throat, and then they called me not to, dig around too much.
God, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Who could have done that?
Who was she?
She was this nurse.
She a friend of yours? Good friend?
Yeah.
I look visibly saddened by the news. I put a comforting hand on William's shoulder.
This must have been Dunstan.
Why him? But how do you know?
He's done this to me before. He manipulated some stocks and made me a bit poorer once.
That's
I
a
got
big
the money back, and I didn't actually make any other enemies. Didn't dig into anything else. Has to be him.
But didn't he say he was working for someone? Like he was here on the invitation of the Giovanni, right?
Invitation of the prince. He's Giovanni.
But he works for the Giovanni. Oh yeah.
He's a Scottish peacock.
Just so you know, too, just to remind the personal impact that Dunstern had on you, Mr. Catal. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So hearing that someone got killed and that he might be tied to it kind of has an impact on you.
So definitely, he's starting to glower a bit.
Oh, I really wish he was a vampire so I could rip the soul out of his blood.
And slowly Ophelia takes her hand away. Yeah. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so we have yet another reason to go after Dunster.
Yeah. Yes, we do.
Are you sure it's him though? I mean, going from manipulating stocks to killing someone who hadn't done anything to him other than be a friend of yours.
This was apparently just a warning.
What did you do in the last, piss anyone off in the last 6 months? Why did they doing this now?
All I did was analyze some data for Jonathan. Nothing came of it anyway, so I have no idea. I didn't piss anyone off,
And there would have been nothing to tie that data
exactly.
to William.
So
I'm pretty clean about that.
So, again, anyone else but Roman?
I don't really need a reason to kill the guy.
Well, neither. I think we'd be doing the city a favor if we got rid of him.
The question is, how do we do it without getting in trouble for it? So I was gonna say, I turned to William and Ophelia, I already talked to you guys about what I can do to help you guys, what we can help each other with doing. So have you got William, does Roman have any rich friends that have assistants you can talk to? What do you got?
So let's talk. You guys all had brilliant ideas, I thought. So let's go over what some of the ideas were. What was yours, Ophelia?
My one was to maybe talk to the reporter, kind of maybe set up a story, a bullshit story, but with a bit of plausibility to it. I wasn't going to implicate Dunstern, but I just as easily could.
Oh, yeah, or you could do something about his business or something to that extent. Dave, you talked about and you also, by the way, Ophelia, have all that blackmail material. I don't know if you choose to use it or not, you know what I mean? But there's some pretty strong people on there. Here's the thing. I'm not saying who did the murders, right? So don't take this as me saying who did the murders, right? But you guys are thinking in the mindset of people than of Kindred, right?
Sure.
What's 6 months to someone that has lived in years? Even though he's not a Kindred, come on, we all know he's a ghoul, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys have to learn to use the resources that you have, right? You have to learn to use the people that the favors that you could curry. It's not like, let's kick the door down, guns a-blazing, silver katanas. It's a lot more than that. So you guys got maybe on a strategic level kind of think how are we going
to get to?
Yeah, or maximum impact for minimal effort, right? That's the game of the Kindred. Now, this story, I'm not streamlining you guys as much. I'm not railroading you down a story.
Yep.
I'm leaving it open for you guys to this point.
I can try and see if I can find. So definitely we're going after Dunstan. So I think, I told you guys earlier, I think I can see if I can talk to people on the street, see if we can find out just how he's getting his victims into his place, because that takes coordination and money to smuggle children into it. Even that takes connections.
I can save you some time on that.
Huh.
Max.
So how to get into contact with him?
I have his number.
Why am I not surprised?
So, can you call him up?
Yeah, I'm sure I could. But before I do, I just want to make sure that we know the direction that we go. Lex is viable for my future endeavors, and I don't want to burn any bridges.
I'll try to find out about his assets.
So, we have Max. Anything else we can use?
Well, yeah, I'll take a look at his assets, see what I can find out, what he really owns.
Rich friends, and see if we can maybe see if they know, they would know something about how maybe you just had a reporter and see here's a guy you could look into. There's a big story going.
Absolutely. Yeah. The child thing?
Yeah, with the reporter, you're saying?
Yeah, I'm just worried about Masquerade violations as well if I put this much attention onto him for something like that. But it's definitely something I could look at. Make him worry about covering his own tracks up. You know what I mean?
All right. So what I was saying is, as long as I have like a clear avenue of approach for Max, so that, because I intend to use him for future endeavors, I don't want to burn any bridges with him. So I got to be very careful in any dealings with him. We could, you guys had mentioned the kids thing, so maybe John has an interest in messing around with some kids now. I'm not saying that I actually do anything of that. I'm just saying that I direct that avenue to, see how he's going about getting it. So if I request some similar things,
So
then
you're gonna order one and see what Max does to get it.
exactly, we watch.
What if he just calls someone on a cell phone and that's it?
We could find out. I mean, these kids are disappearing. He's killing kids. So it's not so simple as, hey, I'm going to call up little Billy Joe from down the street because Billy Joe's going to disappear and never come back again. So these kids are probably illegally coming into the country. Maybe they're Somalian. I don't know.
Hey, look, another avenue. I mean, I'm not saying Stars and got anything to do with this, but the world she's in, I'm sure she at least has heard of where this kind of stuff could be coming from. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Those are good ideas too. And, and also you might not even need to, I mean, you guys can, but you can also try to investigate who Max is or, maybe directly speaking to him might not even have to be an option or, you know what I mean? If you don't want to go about ruining the contact, Dave,
Right.
Okay. So I'm going to focus on Star and Brian. What is the story you want me to feed to Brian? You guys, what do you think?
I don't know if we want to give him anything yet until we have some data to substantiate any claims.
I think we should wait.
I'll organize a meeting with Star then.
Also, then we need to find out what happened to AMC because he was buying up like 25 or what was it, 50% of their
25%.
stock.
25%. He was buying 25%. Yeah, 25.
Where all of the board members all died or missing.
That is definitely a conundrum for the business world.
So yeah, that's maybe something that William can investigate too,
Yeah.
I just realized I actually have a point in finances.
You do?
Yeah, just the one. So Ophelia calls Star and sees what's going on. Me and William like to see what finances we can do. Jonathan, what do you do?
I could go through more of the data I have on Colburn Trust and see what information it may have with Dunstern, because I haven't checked that. I looked for AMS and Colburn, but maybe there's some connection between Colburn and Dunstern.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what should we roll for our finance thing or?
So, Mr. William, what would you like to do right now? Tell me what you want to do, brother.
Yeah, I guess I'll look into this whole financing thing.
The AMS thing, or is that what you're talking about? To see what happened with AMS?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go ahead and get you to roll an intelligence and a finance difficulty 8.
And I fail.
Really?
Oh, my God.
Man.
Yikes.
You're fired.
What are you going to do, Katao?
If William fails that, can I try? Like, what would I have to roll for that?
You'd have to roll intelligence and finance difficulty 8.
I will use 1 willpower.
Okay, so he has 1 success.
353.
So you got 1 success. You kind of digging through, you found out that AMS was acquired, but not by Dunstern, but it seemed to be acquired in a purchasing by a company called New Horizon Capital Management.
I let everyone know that. Like, that was weird. I found something finance that he didn't. Wow.
I'm going to look Katao in the eyes and say, "Not today, Gangrel. Not today, man."
His friend just died. Like, cut the guy a bit of slack.
So, boom. What are you going to do next, Jonathan?
All right. So, I'm going to pour through the data that I have to see if there's any, because the database that I had did show information between New Horizon Capital Management and Colburn Trust.
Yep. Yes, it did.
So let's see if AMS falls anywhere in lines with their data as well.
All right, give me intelligence, and I'll let you do investigation since you're just trying to find correlations. Oh,
It was
you
a botch.
dude. Yeah, you weren't able to find anything, Dave. Yeah, as you're looking through there and you're trying to search through your data, you start noticing that search functions aren't working as they normally work. You're kind of noticing that you're like, oh shit, this fucking large ass database that I wasn't compacting after every time I was done using it is just taking a shit on you.
Whatever.
Back on you now. You're seeing them doing all this searching stuff. What are you going to do, Ophelia?
I'm just kind of watching what they're doing, but I'm going to send a text to Star and just say, hey, what's up? What's up, girl?
She responds back, hey, how's it going?
Good. It's been a while. Haven't seen you in what feels like a couple of months.
She's like, yeah, I've just been busy and everything. What do you need?
I was just wondering if you're free to meet up tonight.
Yeah, I can. Do you at your restaurant?
Well, let's meet up at a bar somewhere.
I know a high-class place that you could go to.
How high class is your bar, really?
It's a nice place. It's nice.
There are about 7 people there or something.
There's 25
like
before
20.
I called in the
Okay.
extra bitches.
Yeah, we'll meet up there, and I'll while I'm talking to her on the phone, I'll pull the phone away from my mouth and yell over to Jonathan. Hey, Jonathan, I get free drinks there, right?
Do you even drink?
No, but what if I'm entertaining guests?
How many guests are we talking about?
Just one. Give me a tab, and you can have whatever you want from here. You can have a meal, drink, whatever.
That sounds fine. Besides,
Alright.
it's girls' night.
Girls' night. There we go. Yeah, once I'll organize to meet, say maybe an hour.
Okay. Maybe your friends can be there too to help out or whatever. Who knows? All right. Go back to William. What's on your mind now, William?
Well, I'm sort of stunted, in a sort of semi-depression thing. I guess go and take out my anger on my ghoul.
All right. Well, here's the thing. Let's go back, rewind. You did find out new information about New Horizon Capital Management, which you're not too familiar with, but seeing that they purchased AMS, so just want to make sure you knew that. You're going to go meet up with your ghoul, you said, or what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Alright.
and I have information on
Yeah.
New Horizon Capital because they were the other company that I was looking into. I just chose to get the Colburn Trust data
Yeah.
as opposed to theirs, so they're definitely next.
Oh, yeah. Because right now, definitely you, Chase, you're like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, it's starting to, puzzle pieces are a little too, fitting too well, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
These different companies and shit.
it's going up on the wall.
You're going to meet up with your ghoul and everything. What is it that you want to do? Or
Since at the beginning we were old, I had 0 successes. And since he's managing the company, actually, well, I guess he's going to get a stern talking to.
sweet. You're going to leave the group then, or?
Yeah,
All right, cool.
You gonna tell us where you're going, or
I have business to deal with.
I'm going to catch
ahead.
up with him real quick before he completely leaves.
You see Jonathan kind of run out of the office or run out of the little conference, whatever dining room that you guys are at. He runs after William real quick. You catch up to William as he's walking through the evening dinner crowd it's around 9 or 10 as he's walking out the front door.
I'm going to walk with him all the way out of the place because I don't want too many people close enough to hear what I'm going to say.
Yeah. So you guys get outside. The door closes. You kind of feel the wind. It's a nice evening again. William, you see Jonathan comes out after you.
And I'm going to kind of just grip his elbow and his forearm and kind of turn him towards me and step in really close.
Hmm?
Now that we don't have Jiminy Crickets listening, how bad do you really want to hurt Roman?
Bad.
That's all I needed to hear. I'm going to go get in my car.
You see Jonathan take off to his car. You're kind of like, what the fuck? You're kind of standing there. What are you doing, Jonathan?
I am going to get my laptop and my stuff, and I'm going to do some more driving on New Horizon Capital.
So you're standing there. You see Jonathan just drive off. You have no idea what he's doing, William. You're just kind of like, what the fuck, Are you still heading over to your ghouls or what?
Uh-huh.
All right. Now it's just you two now, Ophelia and Katal. I'll let you, if you guys working anything through each other, go ahead and do it now.
I guess we'll postpone our visit to New Elysium.
Yep. Okay, so I got the connection to New Horizons. Now what?
Phew. That's not really my field of expertise, I'm afraid.
You can go with her when she talks to Star, because in all honesty, if you went with her when she talked to Star with your street knowledge, you know what I mean, and what that Star chick has, you know what I'm saying?
That's a good idea. Do you want to come with me then? We'll check out Jonathan's place.
Yes, as long as make sure as long as he's not there, yeah, I'll be fine with that.
He looked pretty busy. Do you want to get a cab?
Yeah, I guess.
So you guys take off, take a cab. I'm going to go back to William. So you go into his home, or he lives like in a suburban area, has a wife, overweight wife, has like 4 kids, 5 kids, station wagon, he's blown all his money. He doesn't have a retirement. You know what I'm saying? This guy's a total degenerate, horrible father, Are you going to his house? Is that where you're going to? Are you calling him? Or how?
Yeah, I'm going to call him to get in my car.
Okay. Oh, you want him to go in your car? Oh, you're sitting out in front of his house, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. He answers the phone. He's like, "Hey, what's up? What do you need, man?"
I'm outside your house. Come on out.
You see, like, the front window drapes open up. You see, like, they close, and then, like, about a minute later, you see the door open, and he comes walking towards your car, and he kind of opens all nervously and gets in the passenger seat. And he's like, what do you want, boss man? What do you want, man? Everything okay? Everything good? He just kind of like, okay,
that's good.
Well, what do you mean it's not good? You could see, like, you're obviously you blood bound him, or you fed him once, you know what I mean? So he's obviously got some kind of feelings for you, and he's just like, what's going on? Why are you upset?
Nothing's changed. Nothing.
I'm trying here. You gotta understand, it's hard to turn a ship around, a 100-pound ship. It's hard to make a turn like that, or a 1-ton ship. You can't just turn it in a couple seconds.
Yeah, but you can start turning it. Nothing changed. Absolutely nothing. Do you understand? I gave you an opportunity.
Well, I know you did it. I'm thankful for it. But then I got this lady who I'm still paying for her apartment and everything. And then I got those gambling debts that I got to pay off.
I don't care.
Well, I totally understand you don't care, and I get that. And I just give me a little bit more time. You only have given me a couple months, and I'm sorry, and I'm really seriously. And you can see he's like getting all watery eyed. I'm not happy that you're upset at me and everything. I want to make you happy, but it's just I got all this other stuff in my life, and I just don't know what I'm gonna do, to fix it all and everything. And I don't know,
I think I'm going to pump 2 blood points into my strength.
Oh Jesus. Okay. Pick 2 up.
I'm going to take his arm and just squeeze it.
Oh, okay. Jesus. You grab his arm and you kind of like hear the bones.
I'm not going to crack his arm, okay?
Oh, you're not? Okay.
Really hard enough. He feels it.
Okay,
I could crack his arm. He feels that I could. Like, don't disappoint me again.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's like, I won't. I swear, I won't. I won't. I apologize. I'm sorry.
Good.
Okay. I'll go. Just give me another chance, okay?
I don't say anything. Just let him out.
Okay. And he goes in and scurries out of the car and runs back, inside while looking over his shoulder and gets in. All right. We'll cut to Jonathan Chase. You're war driving in the area and you're trying to find the New Horizons network.
Well, I researched it previously, so I already knew where it was at.
Oh, you tried to get into it and you couldn't get into it, right? That's what it was.
No,
right?
I didn't try to get into it because I got into the first one. I was like, well, this is going to be the place that I'm going to go. It was like...
Okay. So you want to get into it again? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to see what I can do to get into New Horizon Capital.
Go ahead and give me a wits and computers roll, difficulty 8.
1 success.
Yeah, so you're able to get in, but you don't have quite enough, but we can see what you can pull. You can ask to see what you can pull.
All right. Let's look at their... Most companies have like a... Oh, God, what is it called? An intranet?
Yeah.
So I want to see a site map or something to see if it has like a list of their employees.
Yeah, you do have a site map there. Yeah, definitely. You see like folders, but you don't have access into the folders,
That's okay. I'm just looking for like their network admin and database admin. I'm looking for to see who it is that I'm going to be targeting.
Well, you have a name, but unlike the last time, you don't have like an address or anything to that extent. You know what I mean?
That's okay. That's somewhere to start. I can do the research on them later.
Okay, so you got the name. All right, let's cut to Katal and Ophelia. You guys arrive to the club called Medusa. I would say, Jonathan, I could say you could be back by that point. I don't know. Yeah, you'll probably arrive a little bit after they get there. You guys are actually the description he gave. You know what I mean? You see, it's kind of wild. You see the chick working the bar that you know what I mean. I told you about. She's sitting there. There's about it for Sunday night. You know what I mean? There's only like 15 people there, but it's still, you know, still kind of a nicer crowd. You know, it's not as crazy as you would think, but it has the potential to be that way, you know? So,
What kind of music they're playing?
what kind of music do you think they're playing, Dave? That's your choice.
Probably just contemporary, nothing, no classical. It's going to be very contemporary music, whatever's like top of the charts type of thing.
She's sitting there. She sees you two walk in towards the bar, and she kind of like puts 2 napkins out. What can I get you guys to drink?
I'm a friend of Mr. Chase's. He's opened a tab for me if you look under my name, Ophelia.
All right. And she's, did I take it you called her and told her and everything, John, or what?
Yeah, I let him know.
So she's like, yeah, I got you here. What do you need?
Give me a top shelf red.
Oh, a red wine. All right. She's like, yeah, definitely. And she's kind of like goes behind and pulls a bottle out and just kind of pours it in a glass. As you're sitting there, you see the door open and you see Star coming in. She's wearing like some shorts. She's not in her business attire. You know what I mean? But she's wearing some like nice kind of higher cut shorts and
I'm dressed
like
real nice for the record. A little bit revealing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
I'll approach Star and pass her the glass that I just had poured for me, and I'll say, "Here you go. It's my shout tonight."
Oh, she's like, thank you. And she kind of gives you a hug and takes the glass, and she looks at Katal standing there. And she just kind of raises her hand a little bit. She doesn't really know who you are. She doesn't remember you, obviously, from when you guys decided to play Let's Work in a Restaurant or anything like that. So she just kind of like, yeah, it's obvious you were with Ophelia, so she just kind of nods and is polite. And she's like, hi, I'm Star.
Nod back.
And
I'll
so,
kind of hook her arm with my arm and lead her to a place to sit.
all right, yeah, there's those booth tables along the way.
Yeah.
You guys go. You're gonna go with them, Katal, too, I take it?
Yep.
All right, you guys go and sit along there, and she sits down with you guys. She's like, yeah, what can I, what did you need?
How you been, sister?
You know, just been good and just trying to do what, you know what I mean, do what I can do and everything, and you know.
You still working?
Yeah, I'm still working, and that's going good. And you're being a little bit more selective with my choices, but of course, raising my rates. So in the end, I'm making more money than usual.
It's nice to hear. Look,
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, if you ever get a client by the name of Dunstone, don't take it.
What makes you say that? What's going on?
It's bad news. I'll just put it that way. Just stay away. I don't want to say any more than that.
She's like, yeah, you know, I'll definitely keep my eye open on that. And is that why you're pulling me here together? I mean, it's obvious something's bothering you.
That's part of it. I mean, like this is a pretty taboo subject, and I'm not saying that you are involved or implicated in anything like this, but do you know if say someone wanted somebody a bit younger, so let's say an underage client, do you know where such a person could look? And this isn't for me.
She looks taken aback, and she's like, yeah, she's like kind of shakes her head a little bit, like she's definitely wasn't expecting it, you know what I mean, to go that route. And she kind of looks at Katal like a little questioning. She's like, well, there's people in a city who I'm sure would probably have no hesitation to help people meet those needs.
Look, I know you helped me out with Ramona before. Let me say, without going into too much detail, that it's the same kind of how do I put this? You'd be helping out in a similar way in this situation. It's not me trying to find this kind of client for someone I know. It's me trying to stop this kind of thing.
Did she point at Katal? Did you help with Ramona too, I take it then, or?
Yeah.
She's like, well, thank you. I didn't know that. So she looks back at you.
Introduced.
No, yeah, I don't know. What's your name again? She's like, what's your name?
Kaja.
Oh, okay. She looks back at you, Ophelia, and she's like, well, you remember how I told you that there's those parties, and I told you about those parties where people kind of can go and get whatever they want?
Mm-hmm.
I know about those parties.
Well, yeah, stuff like that. That's happens there, you know.
Yeah, right. Do you know who procures these kind of people? Who's responsible for organizing it?
Yeah. I think I told you about him before. His name's Max Cleveland.
Max. Okay. Yeah, I've heard of this guy.
Yep.
Now it's all speculation on my part, but he's he's not a nice individual. That guy. He's not someone you want to get on his bad side, you know.
Okay.
Why does he know some people?
He has to be honest with you, in my opinion, with all the connections he has with pushing these parties and the things he gets. There's no way that he could simply do it on his own. I don't think so. And he always kind of gives this, without saying it, but at the same time saying it, that people need to be careful with him because if he's not happy, he knows people who can get things done.
Right. Thanks for that.
But he always does this with this like facade of like he's a easygoing guy who just, you know what I mean? It's all about people wanting to meet their desires and all this stuff. But he scares me, and he's kind of the reason why I've never tried to do those parties. And the reason I was so unhappy that Ramona decided to work with him for those parties.
Yeah, you don't know the half of it. You made a right
like,
decision not doing them.
Well, what is there something like? What did you find out? Is there something I can help out with? Or I mean, I do owe you, and I hate to say that. You know what I mean? Like, I know you didn't do it for me to owe you a favor, but I do feel like a sense of gratitude that I'm indebted to you. I don't know how I can pay you back.
Well, let's put it this way: if you do help me, you'll be helping more than just me.
Well, then let me help you. Let me do this. I'm not gonna lie. The reason I've been cutting my client list short is because I want to get out of doing this, and I don't know. The only way I can know how to get out of doing this is almost doing like doing some kind of public service to get people out of it. You know, like of this lifestyle.
Yeah. Well, look, let's start here. We can talk about that later. I don't want to reveal too much to you because, you know, this is a pretty touchy subject, but we've got someone under suspicion who's been abusing children, and we want to try and shut him down.
We know them from somewhere, so what we're trying to find out is just like how, like, do you have any ideas like how would Max? Like, we think he's in contact with Max, but we're not sure about that. So we're trying to figure out more. Just how is, like, what does Max do?
How about this? You call me tomorrow night around this time, and I'll see what I can find out. Okay. And
Sure.
I don't know if I can find anything out, but I'll see if I can lead you guys in the right direction somehow with that. But I know there's a lot of people, and I'll tell you this, there are a lot of people who are not happy with them but are afraid to speak out. So maybe we could get one of them to speak out and try to help us figure this out.
Just talking about getting out of the game and helping other people do the same. How far have you looked into this kind of thing?
I've actually looked after you called me and told me that not to worry about Ramona anymore, that was taken care of. I've been looking into it, and I'm almost to that point, and I think I can even somehow get some kind of government assistance to help me start a group to help get people out of the lifestyle, to almost like a citizens watch kind of thing, to offer services, to offer counseling, to offer, drug counseling also, and to kind of, in a way, be interruptive and abrasive, almost like the people who try to stop those dolphin hunters on TV or the whale hunters or whatever, but to that extent to where making people like Max's job harder than he's able to do it, you know what I mean? Or making these people be taken advantage of it, making their lives more difficult, because it's almost like human trafficking, and that's what I honestly think in a way Max might be partially involved with, because he just doesn't deal with this high-end shit that happens at those fucked up parties. He has, people, like, I'm sure he has people working the websites and all that stuff in those cheap hotels in St. Paul, all that whole area. I'm sure he's got sleazy ginger fingers in it somehow, one way or another.
Any help that you can render, we can repay in kind.
Well, listen, let me do this, okay? Let me help you, because maybe this will be the right start and the right direction to get this taken care of, okay?
Sure. And look, I'll slip her a few $100 bills and I say, why don't you not work tonight and just do this instead? This should cover any money you would have lost.
She slides it back. She's like, you don't need to do this. I don't worry. I'm not working tonight anyways. I haven't worked honestly in a week and a half, so I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not rushing to find any clients. So with baby steps and everything like that. So you keep this, don't worry. You've done enough for me. Let me repay you for once, okay?
Sure. I'll say, will you at least stay for another couple of drinks, won't you, while we're here?
Yeah, she's like, I'm not one to turn down free wine. Now she says that you see Jonathan comes back, and I take it you're going back to your club.
Yeah, I'll go check out, see how things are going.
You see Jonathan come back in.
Ignore him. Just don't look at him.
Yeah, I'll give him a little wave, but not a wave over, just a hey.
Oh man, I get no respect.
Hello, folks. Have you ever wished you could have an easy way to find gameplay videos and podcasts, or just media in general that deals with your favorite White Wolf role-playing games? Or have you ever wished you could find a forum to share gameplay that you have recorded, one which wouldn't be drowned out by random posts and discussion, so that your media could get the attention you want? Well, we have the answer for you in a Facebook group we run called White Wolf RPGs Gameplay and Media. The group is specifically ran with the sole intent of it being a one-stop shop for people to view or share media involving the games we all love. We take thorough steps to ensure the page does not become cluttered and is easy to traverse. We are currently over 1,000 members strong, and we are continuing to rapidly grow with new media being shared every day. Stop on by. We hope to see you there.